Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Shark Tank. It's been a while since I've been with you all, since our last day of the regular season, and we're going to get set here and relax and watch a little exhibition action here between our Barrie Junior Sharks and the visiting Brampton Junior Canadetts. It's just me going solo tonight, so just keeping things down to the basic with the live stream. Just me and my scoreboard and my call sheet here, and no music, no videos, but just my voice. Hopefully that's okay. Thanks for joining the live stream, everybody. So happy to have you along tonight. My name is Cheryl Gilroy, and we're all excited here in Shark Country because we're getting set for the postseason coming up this coming Friday night. Everyone's taken to the ice here, or at least the Sharks have taken to the ice. So I'll bring you in here to the Shark Tank. I don't have a starting lineup for either team, but I'm going to wing it. We'll go over a couple of things. First of all, congratulations to the Barrie Junior Sharks on the best ever finish in the regular season. First season for these Barrie Junior Sharks was the 2011-2012 season, and of all those years, this is the highest ranked they have been, finishing number 7th, the most amount of wins in the season with 25. And they're going into championship weekend next weekend, competing for the Gold League Championship. It's exciting. It's an exciting time to be a part of this organization. It's only moving forward, and I can't wait to see what this squad can do next year. We are saying goodbye to 9 seniors after this year. If you had seen the video we did a couple weeks ago back on the 17th, you know which 9 it was. We certainly wish them well as they move on, but there's still 2 more weekends of hockey to play. Brampton Canadetts, dressed in their whites. That should be interesting to call. Last time I looked at them, it was at the Sadlon Arena, and it was hard to call them white on white, but I'm going to do my best to see if I can't call the numbers as best as possible. 1 minute gone here in warm-up. Now, the Barrie Junior Sharks did finish in 7th place. The Brampton Canadetts, however, a little different story for them. They finished in 17th place. Finishing 17th, they do have a postseason as well, but they will compete in the Bronze League Championship. That is also next weekend. And those games are taking place at the Scotia Pond down in Toronto. There are still a couple of regular season games yet to be played by a couple of teams here in this division. So who's actually vying for what in what league championship and what the game times are, we do not know as of yet. I do know that the top 8 have been solidified, and those teams are Etobicoke, the Junior Dolphins, who have gone undefeated, the Durham West Junior Lightning, the Burlington Junior Barracudas, the Whitby Junior Wolves, Ottawa, Stony Creek. Barrie finished in 7th, and the Central York Junior Panthers finished in 8th place. Now, the Barrie Junior Sharks have had some success against some of those teams. The top 3 teams, they have not won a game against them. Record against Etobicoke was 2 losses, 3-1 and 7-2. Against the Durham West Junior Lightning, it was 3-1 and 5-1. And against Burlington, it was 8-2 and then a 4-0 shutout. Different story with the other 3 teams. Whitby, 3-2 win and then a 2-1 loss. Ottawa, they beat them twice, 4-2 win and a 1-0 win. And the Central York Panthers, who finished just behind them in the standings, a 4-3 win both times that they faced them. Both very tight games and high scoring, total of 7 goals. One thing to note about these Barrie Junior Sharks, they had a fantastic beginning to their season, going all the way to the gold semifinal in the Stony Creek Showcase. Just shows how much power is on this team. Now, looking at these jerseys, I'm noticing 2 things. There are 2 call-ups. I was not given their names, unfortunately. I'll try to get those in the intermission. Looks like there's a number 16 and a number 55, and unfortunately, I don't know who those are, and I also don't know who the scratches are. I wasn't given that information before I went live, so again, I'll do my best. They're tooting up. and getting set for the postseason. They will play in the Gold League Championship starting Friday night, and I certainly wish them well, as well as they're going to provincials, which is the weekend after, to wrap up their entire 2023-2024 season, and then we'll look towards next year after that. It's an exciting time to be around this organization. I've been around the Sharks now since my daughter started playing over a decade ago, and I'm so happy to be a part of this organization now as they move forward into the postseason and onwards into the 2024-2025 season. I'll give you the starting lineup as I see it as they come to the red line, and I don't know which goaltender is starting for either squad. I'm just going to wing it. It's all casual here tonight. Last warm-up for both these teams as both of them do head into postseason action next weekend. Again, the Junior Sharks will vie for a spot, hopefully, in the Gold League Championship, and the Brampton Junior Canadetts will be playing in the Bronze Championship. Now, judging by what I see on the ice, no, both goaltenders here. I just don't know which one is starting. Okay, 16 is Lermont, 55 is Homick. I did get some information here by text message from my scorekeeper. 16 is Lermont. And 55 is Homick. And 44 is Dion. Excellent. At least now I know who's in. All right, we'll get set here for puck drop momentarily. Once again, folks, thanks for coming into the Shark Tank with me on your Saturday night. It was a beautiful Saturday outside, and spring is in the air. I'm sure everybody's looking forward to a little bit of downtime outside of the rink. Brampton's doing the same thing over here. Let me see which goaltender stays in net for them. Looks to be number 49, Lindsay Scott. I think. Nope. Don't know yet. Guess we'll find out as the puck will be dropped. Time for our national anthem, folks. All right. I do have a starting lineup now as I took a quick look at these jerseys. Starting in net for the Barrie Junior Sharks is number 45, Amelia Wilkinson. On the defense, number 10, Sonia Mehta, and number 12, Sashka Siska-Humphreys. On the forward line, number 6, Bryn Rutledge, number 8, Jordan Redden, and number 17, Megan Houle. Starting in net for the Brampton Junior Canadetts is number 40, Madeline Cowan. On the defense, number 71, Carly Nicholson, and number 72, Anna Snyder. And on the red line, number 22, Eden Going, number 11, Leah McSween, and number 88, Kate Austin. All right, we know the names and numbers were set, and we're underway. Sharks do win the first draw. Attempt to bring it into the Brampton end. Redden tries to get her stick on it, but the Canadetts do come away. Into the Sharks' end, where Sador will leave it for her defense, Meta. It'll go around to the corner. Brampton sending it right back in. And these girls have not played since the final game of the regular season, which was on the 17th. So try to get some mothballs off their uniforms and get their legs back underneath them as they get set for championship weekend next weekend. That's for both squads. All the way around, Brampton will throw it to the far side boards. Anna Snyder trying to get it out of harm's way. Vandermeer trying to get on it. Ruby Mitchell has it at the blue line, sends it in. That's deflected into the corner. Ella Howick dumps it in. Gonna get collected by Homick, but you can't get rid of it. Sharks do get a stick on it now. We'll move it forward. Cross ice pass, but goes past Homick, and she's going to go off for a line change while Haley Beckett chases it into the corner. They'll fight for it down in that corner. Brampton does come up with that puck. D pass over to Lou. Lou gets it out. Tegan Perry puts it back in play in the Brampton end, but Brampton holds on and keeps it out of their end. They'll battle for it here in front of the red line and finally bring it into the Sharks' end. They'll chase for it. R. Scott's there and throws a hit up on the boards against Jessica Williams. Williams throws it in, and we'll have our first stoppage in play. I'm going to make this scoreboard here a little smaller. There we go. See more of the action that way. Urbach in for the face-off, won by the Canadetts. It'll come out. All the way down into the Canadette end. It's going to get picked up by Anna Snyder. Down to the corner. Back out to the neutral zone. Urbach trying to send it back to the defense, but Brampton's going to collect that puck and bring it into Sharks' end instead. Meta to the far side boards, right back to Meta's stick, and up to Stewart. Stewart will throw it in behind the net, right to Meta. Tries to throw it back to the net. Nope, this is Austin for Brampton. They'll throw it out. Nearly collected by McSween, and she does have it all by herself, surrounded by 4 blue sweaters. Lines are changing. Rutledge thrown off the puck. Lou holding on at the blue line. She'll wait for everybody to clear, and then she'll move in. Zador steers that to the corner. Excuse me, that's Wilkinson in net tonight. My mistake. Covered a lot of games with Sador in net. I'm not used to calling Wilkinson, so it's Amelia Wilkinson, and I did say that off the top. I just forgot. Going, coming in. Waits, tries to get a centering pass to McSween. Doesn't work. Comes out to center. Captain Reddick throwing it down into the corner. We'll chase it. Out in front. Nearly connects with McLaren. Dion holding on to it and sending it right back down behind the net. It'll come out. Larmond trying to get her stick on it, but Dion's got it instead. Sends it out to the red line, and that will go the distance. And that will be icing against the Sharks with 15:49 to go in the first period. No score here at the Shark Tank. One final exhibition game before championship weekend. Karatzis for Brampton will take this draw. They'll be against Larmont, and that's won by the Sharks. Karatzis sends it back to Nicholson. They hold on to it, the blue line, and finally dump it down in. They'll battle for it in the corner. Out in front in the blue paint. Doesn't quite connect to a Brampton Canadette stick, and the Sharks take over. May Severn throwing it all the way down. And that will be a call. Not sure what for. Lots of yelling happening. It looks like Eldridge is talking to the ref. Not sure what the disagreement is about. The officials are communicating, and they're going to put the face-off at the center line. 15-17 to go. It's going to be O'Connor in the drop there for Brampton. That's won by the Canadetts. They'll send it in. It's going to get chased by Jessica Williams. On the near side boards, Tegan Perry will weave around a couple of Canadetts and finally send it out. Nicholson sending it back the other way. Here comes O'Connor. Pad save there for Wilkinson. Morgan Arscott now in the far side corner. Sending it forward for Beckett, who feeds it over to Aaliyah Sutton. She can't hang on to it, and it rolls off the end of her stick. They'll battle for it in the boards. It'll come free. Back to Sonia Meta. Dump it back down as the Sharks tag. Athlete will go off on a line change. We'll get some fresh fins out. It's Howick sending it over to the far side boards. Sharks trying to pull that in front and feed it into the slot. It works. Goes right over the crease area and into the corner. Severn taking a lap, firing it in through traffic. Goes just a bit wide. Right on Gowing's stick, and here she comes for a skate. Right into the Sharks' end. Siska Humphreys steals that puck. Right back into the near side corner. They'll battle for it there. McSween getting in on the action, but Urbach comes away off those boards. Over to Severn, and Severn will leave it for the defense. Right back down into the same near side corner. McSween will try to feed it in front. Tries to connect in the slot area. Sharks get to it first. All right, Rutledge throws it out. That goes by everybody. No icing. It's waved off. Lou trying to send over to her D partner. McSween picking up in the corner. Battle forwarded the Brampton end. Squeaks out to neutral. Ruby Mitchell trying to push it back into the Canadetts end. Breakaway chance here for Howick. Can she get to it, make a shot in? No. She goes flying into the boards, and she is hurt. So we are going to have a stoppage in play here. She was being tailed. Couldn't get the full shot off, and the puck slid right underneath Wilkinson, and then she went flying into the board. So the trainer's going to come out and have a look, and we'll let them take care of that while I adjust my zoom here. Try to get you guys the best vantage point I can with my little device. So while the trainer makes her way out, it looks like Howick is okay, and she gets up and will make her way to the bench on her own power. That's a good sign, but she is doubled over. She's met by Austin. She will step onto the bench. She looks okay. Hopefully we see her back. She did go flying into that boards fairly hard. 12:44 remaining in the first period. Excuse me. We'll have a face-off here. Where are you going to put it? On the far side or near side? Far side. Right in front of the Brampton bench. Lormont to take the drop, and that's won by Barrie. In comes Dion. Tries a centering pass, but steers toward the far side corner instead. Now McLaren goes head first into the boards. Sharks are offside, so they'll blow that one dead. 12:29 to go in the first period. No score. Sutton now to take the face off against Karatzis. Back and forth in the neutral zone, and here comes Haley Beckett over the blue line. Couldn't get the shot off. Stick slightly tied up, so the full force couldn't come off the edge of her stick. Onto the far side, and the Canadetts will get it out over the blue line. Right in front of the Brampton net, right back into the Canadette end. Jessica Williams will backhand it for Vandermeer. And out. Poked back by Arscott. Here comes Severn. She'll fire. That sails over the crossbar. And over Cowan's head. DD pass. Up to Urbach. Snyder over to Nicholson and then back here to the near side. Williams chasing it. Picked up by Sonia Mehta. Kate Stewart sends it to center. This is May Severn surrounded by a sea of white. Sails it in and you could hear it tink off the goal post, so coming close. Ruby Mitchell on her own end. Picked up at the red line by Howick. Good to see her back on the ice. Hopefully just got the wind knocked out of her. These hockey players are fighters, and I've known both boys and girls to play injured because they want to be there for their team as much as possible. O'Connor lift it and dump it down in. Mitchell's going to get to it, but she's being chased by Tigert. McLaren trying to get to that puck. Poked forward and poked again by Redden back into the Canadette end. Just approaching the halfway point here of the first period. Still looking for our first goal. Shot in by Dion. It sits in the blue paint. Homick couldn't get her stick on it, and here comes Brampton. To the opposite end. Forward pass from McLaren, and she loses it though in her feet. Larman battling for it in the corner to the blue line for Perry. She fires it in, and Cowan's going to put a stop to that with the glove. 9:43 to go in the first period. Now the face-off here to the left of Cowan. Vandermeer will send over to the far side corner. Snyder takes an about face and will send it back behind the goal net. Battle for the near side corner here in the Canadette end. Beckett with possession. Will feed it to Perry at the blue line. She'll send it in. Dusome just misses the pass. Sutton trying the wrap around, couldn't hold on as she's forced backwards by Snyder. Karatzis nearly with a break on that, but the Sharks come back the other way. Here's Haley Beckett. Haley Beckett, our top goal scorer this year. Feeds into the slot, but not onto a Shark stick. Urbach giving chase in the corner. Sharks hang on to it, fire in, and a pad save for Cowan. Riley Karatzis trying to get it out of the Canadette end, and they will do it now. This is going. She loses her footing. Was expecting a tripping call on that, but no arm went up. Play continues. Into the neutral zone. Here comes McSween. In front, and it tips over, and the Canadetts will draw first blood in this. What a nice centering pass right into the slot area. They connect with that pass, and it's going to be Goen, it looks like, who will score the first one for Brampton. The last 2 times. So these guys faced off each other twice in the regular season, once in Brampton and once here in Barrie, and the one visit by Brampton was at the Sadlon Arena. Both games ended with the same score, 3-1. So goal was made by Gowing, and the assist was to number 11, McSween. 1-0 Brampton with 7:55 to go here in the first period. Again, the Sharks haven't been active since March 17th, so got to get the dust off the skates a little bit. Could be that Brampton's been more active. But this is only a tune-up. That'll be an icing call against the Canadetts with 7:30 to go in the first. Again, that schedule for championship weekend has not been solidified, as there are still a couple of regular season games yet to be played. So that's not going to get posted until we know who all the players are and where they sit. Cover up there for Cowan here on net. Just keep an eye on the social pages, and we'll let you know when those games are going to take place. And by all means, if you're in the area, come down to Scotia Pond and cheer on your Sharks. They'll battle for it in the corner. Canadetts still holding on to possession, and they will clear it. Perry gets to it into the corner. Tries to get it out, but we'll send it to Arscott instead. This is Homick. Ali Homick joining us from U18AA. U18AA also getting set for their postseason. They will play in the provincials in 2 weeks' time. Didn't have the success they wanted to in playoffs, but they did qualify for provincials. So that's going to be an exciting finish for the U18AA squad. Canadette tries it on the short side. Doesn't work. Wilkinson had the post sealed off. Beckett feeds it to Dusome. She holds on, but couldn't get the shot off. There she was being hampered by the lady in white. Over to Lou. Out in front, Beckett connects, but misses on the far side. Meta holds on. Sharks continue with possession in the Canadette end. Trying to get it out in front. Dusome's waiting for the pass. Pushed off her feet. Canadette's clear. It'll go by everybody. No icing. Siska Humphreys in her own end. Shoots it out to Stewart. Stewart. Over to Larmond, and Larmond goes past her and over to Severn. Stewart using her body, trying to pull that puck off the boards. It squeaks out. O'Connor sends it over to Williams, but it bounces over to her stick. Over her stick. Dion with a great about face. Up to Stewart. Shot in. Sharks trying to get it out in front. Dion loses her footing, but still manages to get her stick on the puck out in front. Stewart couldn't catch up, and no help around. Shot in! And penalty coming. Good job by Dion to lift the stick, but unfortunately she's going to drop a hooking penalty, as Austin was bidding for another goal. 2 minutes for hooking. So with 5 minutes to go in the first period, Brampton's going to get a power play opportunity. Karatsis is going to take the drop there versus Britt Rutledge for Barrie. Won by the Canadetts, and they'll start to cycle that puck around. Lou, back to Nicholson. Down low, goes over Karatsis' stick. Back to the blue line. Down low. Trying to get feedback out to Lou. Nicholson finds it though. Back to Lou at the point. Down low. Nearly connects with Tigert. Puck will roll and escape over the blue line, and the Sharks will change up their penalty kill. Minute 25 left. McSween over on the far side. Gets stood up there at the red line, but Canadetts keep coming in. They enter the Shark zone. Picked up behind Wilkinson. Karatzis to Snyder at the blue line. Over to Vandermeer. Shoots it in, and Wilkinson's got it in the chest. 54 seconds remaining in the penalty. That was to Dion. 2 minutes for hooking. 3:54 to go in the first period. 1-0 Canadetts. Sharks will hope to get on the board here before time expires in the first. Snyder will wind and fire, and Wilkinson sees that one all the way in and holds on. Out to Vandermeer, over to Snyder. Snyder feeds it back to Vandermeer, back to Snyder. She'll weave around and fire it in. That just hits a stick and deflects and goes up and over the crossbar and over Wilkinson's head. They'll battle for it in the corner, picked up by the Sharks. They can't clear it, however. Vandermeer holds on to that puck. Tries to get around McLaren. Doesn't work, so she'll leave it for Gowing. Over to Snyder. Snyder sends it down low. Snyder's got it again. Over to Vandermeer. Fire in. Pad save for Wilkinson. Sharks will get rid of it and send it down. And that will take care of the penalty as Dion steps back to the ice. Dusome. The puck couldn't find an owner. Dusome decided to take over, but they're going to backtrack. This is Beckett. Beckett sending it forward. Dusome. Nice pass up. Dusome will wait and fire. And a great save by Cowan for Brampton. Beckett sends it to the corner. Couldn't get all the way there. Held up by a white jersey. Brampton will clear it. Back to Tegan Perry. Sending it back to the Canadette end. Nicholson will chase it, but not before the whistle is blown for the icing. 2:11 left on the clock in the first period. Sharks down by 1. Sutton take the face-off against O'Connor. Sharks have possession after the draw. Tegan Perry over to Mitchell. Off the boards. Sharks do clear it. Sutton over to Severn. Severn over the blue line and cuts in. Shot in, and what a great pad save there for Cowan. Canadetts will set it back in. And that is going to be another icing call, but this time against the Canadetts. 1:47 to go in the first period. 1-0 Brampton. That goal coming again from number 22, Eden Gowing. Eden Gowan had 8 goals and 7 assists for a total of 15 points in the regular season. Brampton's got after the face-off, and they'll try to clear it. Sharks have other ideas and want to keep it in and see if they can't get a equalizer before time expires, and that's 90 seconds away. To the blue line, Arscott holds on, and here's May Severn, fires it in, and what a save, and another save! Oh my goodness! What a couple of great saves there by Madeline Cowan, just bombarded there. Makes a great pad save, rebound available, and makes another good glove save. My goodness. Sharks have it after the face-off. Trying to work it to the slot. Doesn't work. Here comes Howick the other way. Upended. Megan Houle gets a stick on it and gets it to the red line. They set it back into behind Wilkinson. Final minute of play in the first period. Vandermeer tried to backhand. Redden couldn't get a stick on it before Cowan covered it. 43 seconds to go in the first. Another glove catch there by Cowan. Knocks a couple of seconds off. 40.2 seconds remaining. We'll set up and do it again. Urbach trying to pull it into the slot area, but Brampton's got it. Oh, they pick it off. They're going to reset, though, back at the red line. 25 seconds to go in the period. Perry will dump. Off the plexiglass. Perry couldn't find it. Bounces onto Austin's stick, and she'll send over to Going. Going to McSween. Those two connect again. Puck sits in the blue paint as the Canadetts still whack away at it. Sharks will clear it. Back to Snyder. She'll send it back into the Sharks' end as time expires on the first period. So a bit more of the dust shaken off of the skates after being idle for 2 weeks. Shots on goal are 8 for Brampton and 7 for Barrie. As they head off for a break. I'm going to take a break too. And I'll be back to bring you the second period. You're watching some Junior Shark action here on our YouTube channel. See you back in about 12 minutes. right, everybody, welcome back for the second period. Ladies are just taken to the ice. It was a close first period. Shots on goal were only 7-8, I believe, in favor of the Brampton Canadetts. And they do have the extra goal on the board right now. Only one penalty, so only one power play in that first period. See how things continue here as we progress. Bring you back into the rink as the girls are just getting set to take to the ice. There we go. There we go. Tip this up just a little bit. There we go. Once again, thanks for joining me this evening here in the Shark Tank. So happy to have you here with me on this Saturday evening as the Sharks are getting set for championship weekend this coming Friday. That's when their first game will be, is Friday night. Do not know yet who their opponent will be and what time that'll be at. We'll know here by the middle of the week. And all that information is going to get posted on social media, so you'll know where to find it. And once again, if you're in the area, all games taking place at the Scotia Pond Arena Complex down in North York. So by all means, if you're in the area, come join us and cheer on your Sharks. Looks like it's going to be Dusome, Sutton, and Beckett to start the first, with Arscott and Meta on the defense. And it looks like it's Karatzis for Brampton to start at the center dot with Howick. And I just learned that the 0-0 with us this evening for Brampton is Taylor Elliott. And we got Nicholson and Snyder on the D. We're set to go for period number 2, and we're underway. Puck will squeak out. Meta's got it. Try to send it back to the neutral zone. They'll battle for it here in the nearest side boards. Beckett will send it back to Siska Humphreys. Behind Cowan in the net. Sharks will try to get set up to pass that puck around, see if they can't make a goal attempt here. They're working on it on the far side. Snyder trying to pull it off the boards. It'll come off to Nicholson. Nicholson sending it forward to Howick. She'll dump it down in as they barely just stay onside. Karatzis trying to work it out in front. Sharks take over. Meta over to McLaren, but that skips off her stick. They stay with it through the blue into the corner. Lots of spunk here to start the second. Mitchell trying to get it out of the Sharks' end. It comes right back in. Mitchell trying to send it forward to Houle. Around her, back to Nicholson for Brampton. Comes around. Couldn't find it. Out in front, Houle puts it in, but it goes to the far side past the post. Here comes Brampton. This is McSween through center with some speed, trying to work around Dion. Out in front. Canadett loses an edge. It was Aiden Tigert. Lou at the blue line to the corner. Canadet's hanging on. Dion for Barrie. Slides it forward for Houle. She gets it out momentarily. Tigert coming right back in. Some physicality happening here behind the net. Over to Larmond. And to the red line. Jessica Williams tries to pull it in. over her stick. O'Connor and Lorman battle behind Wilkinson. It'll come right back out. Severn sliding it over. Stewart over her stick. Brampton putting it right back into the Sharks' end. That's going to be a icing call against the Canadetts. So we'll have a face-off over in the Canadette end. 17:25 remaining in the second. It's going to be O'Connor to take the drop here for Brampton against Larmont. That gets won by the Canadetts. Into the near side corner. It'll squeak out. Tegan Perry's going to find it, and she'll make a big turn. Has to look out for the two white sweaters in front of her. Sends it up to Larmont. But the Canadetts taking control here, right at the red line. Back and forth, off the board, on the board, off the board, into the red line. And O'Connor finally backhands it. Canadetts offside, so the Sharks will take over. Pass out. Lou couldn't hold on. Severn trying to pull it in and get it to the slot area, but she's held off. Shot in by Lormond. She'll go to the bench. Karatzis with some speed and some help from Hawick. In front. Double save there by Siska Humphreys and Wilkinson. They worked on that one together. All the way down, and Garbutt couldn't hold on, so we're going to have a face-off here on the Barrie end, and that'll be an icing call. 16-16 left in the second. Herbach versus Karatzis to the left of Wilkinson. Siska Humphreys sends it over to Homick. Homick couldn't get rid of it. Back to Meta. Meta sending it forward to Redden over her stick and into the Cadet end. And we're going to have another icing call against the Barrie Junior Sharks. And now we're down to 15-53. Sharks looking for their first goal. Brampton up 1-0 from a goal from Eden Gowan in the first period. Down low into the corner. Ali Homick sending it forward to Urbach. Urbach over the blue line and a shot in. This is on the far side. Sharks try to get it back out in front. Canadetts have got it though. Off the near side boards. And out. McSween couldn't pull it with her. Ali Homick putting it back the other way. And here's Haley Beckett. Puck just slides off the end of her stick. She'll backtrack into the neutral zone. Trying to send it forward. Those shots picked off by Austin. To McSween. Wilkinson's got it with her glove. And we'll have a stoppage in play here with 15:09 remaining in the second. Face-off won by the Sharks, and they'll get rid of it, but only as far as the red line. Jessica Williams picking it up and throwing it right back into the Sharks' end. Tegan Perry thinks about what to do, then sends it out in front. Beckett's upended, no call. Arscott with the hand up going, what gives? Why no call on that? Beckett goes to the bench, looks like she's okay. Nicholson over to Snyder. McLaren puts it into the Canada end, but it goes up and out of play. New puck in. Sharks have it off the drop. Siska Humphreys Trying to throw it down, but it's picked off by Elliott. Brampton still in possession in the Sharks' end. They'll cycle around. Nicholson over to Garbott on the far side. Down low for Elliott, excuse me. Nicholson holds on at the blue line and fires it in. Wilkinson sees it all the way in. Even through a couple of screens in front. She holds on for a face-off. 13:57 to go in the second period. Still 1-0 Brampton. That one goal coming in the first period. Vandermeer sends it down. Skips over a couple of sticks. Larmont chasing it, as is Stewart, and she will bank it off the boards and send it up to Severn, just over her stick and into the corner. Severn trying to muscle her way onto it. Stewart trying to come in and give her a hand. Puck will escape and go to the far side corner. Sharks trying their best to get it into the slot area. Larmont sends it back down. Stewart's going to chase it again. Vandermeer for Brampton gets to it first. Whoops, I thought the puck was coming out. I didn't track that properly. Stays in the Brampton end. Sharks cycling that puck around. Looking for a free lane, but it will go up and into the mesh for a face-off. 13:02 to go in the second period. Urbach will take this face-off for Barrie. McSween for Brampton. Canadetts win that one. Send it over. Snyder with it in the corner. Trying to send it back to Nicholson. Being hampered by Homick from Barrie. Tegan Perry at the red line, sending it back into the Canadetts' end. Redden trying to force it towards the goal. It trickles though into the corner. Homick trying to get her stick onto it, and she's giving Nicholson a chase. McSween now for Brampton. Up to Tigert. And down to behind Wilkinson. Urbach over to Redden. Redden sending it back to Arscott. Puck will go up. That even hit the ceiling, I think, before it came back down. I had some hang time. Garbett looking for an avenue. Sends it over to McSween. McSween tries to send it to Gowing. Nearly picked off by Sutton. Almost worked. Beckett sending it up to Dussault, but she loses it. Otherwise, she may have had a good opportunity at a breakaway. Meta coming in with some speed, and that is going to be a stoppage there for the offside, as that puck did escape the zone momentarily before Meta came blasting through. 11:39 to go in the second, so we're nearing the halfway mark of the second period. Sutton and O'Connor will square off. Siska Humphreys tries to get it into the Cadet end, but this time Jessica Williams is going to send it into the Shark end. Meta catches up with it. Feeds it to Dussault. Dussault lifts it and gets it to Sutton. They do hang on. Snyder trying to set it to Williams. And that will go into the corner, and that will be an icing call against the Canadetts. 11:06 to go in the second. Rutledge to take the face off. That's won by Brampton. Houle holds onto it at the blue line. McLaren trying to chase it. Austin Being pushed off of that by Rutledge. Megan Houle coming back into the Canadette end. Has her stick lifted and couldn't get a shot off. Cowan will cover that one up for a face-off with 10:38 to go in the second period. 1-0 Brampton. Not quite like the other two times the Sharks played the Canadetts. Again, both times they squared off during the regular season, it was a 3-1 victory for the Sharks. Granted, it's still early. We're only halfway through this contest. Howick trying to send it to Karatzis, but it's picked off by the Sharks. Gets as far as the blue line. This is Elliott sending it back to the defense. Back up, and it will go into the corner. This is Elliott again. Canadetts trying to get it out into the slot area, and Sharks trying to keep them to the outside. Over to Nicholson. Nicholson will wind and fire, and Wilkinson sees it all the way in. Makes a great save. Just under 10 minutes left. Once again, thank you for sharing your Saturday night with the Sharks. Just an informal exhibition game as these two teams tweak some things before championship weekend, which for both of them is this coming Friday. Again, the Brampton Canadetts are playing in the Bronze League Championship, and the Sharks, finishing in 7th place, will play in the Gold League Championship. Sharks had to fight to the very end, too, at the regular season to solidify 7th place, and they did that. Very successful Shark season. Urbach being upended, and Eldridge looking for a call, none coming. Not sure what's going on. Eldridge looks a little bit inflamed over there. Can't say as I blame him. Referee slightly, well, I'm not going to say it. Let's just say it's been interesting. Cowan will leave it. Lou will get to it first. Up to Tigert. Lou's got it again. She'll carry it out to the red line. Siska Humphreys. Over to Dion. And forward. Beckett holds on to it. Slides it into the slot towards the net. No Shark could find it. Nice idea. Just didn't quite connect. Beckett. Back to Siska Humphreys. And up. Dusome will deflect it into the corner. Sutton couldn't get to it before Cowan covers it up. 8:24 to go in the second period. Sharks doing their best, but can't find the back of the net yet. Howick behind her own net sends it to the neutral zone. Dion sending it back forward. Rutledge comes in onside. Houle just a couple of strides back, or she may have an opportunity. Out in front, here comes Austin with the head of steam. Jessica Williams on her right. She's hampered by Mitchell. She has a seat now. Mitchell upends her. Knocked down by Nicholson, but back into the Canadette end. Snyder up to Williams. Williams dumps it down in, and she's going to go to the bench. Collision. And that's going to be a penalty for a check to the head. They both collided back there. That was Elliott and Tegan Perry knocking heads, and it looks like Tegan Perry is going to be the one that sits. Doesn't look very happy about it, but check to the head. 2 minutes it looks like. Another power play opportunity for Brampton. I do believe the one goal they did score was even strength, so over one in the power play. Sharks have it. Try to get rid of it. Vandermeer holds on to it at the blue line, keeping it in play in the Shark end. Vandermeer over to Lou. Lou to Vandermeer. Vandermeer waits and fires. Wilkinson somehow manages to read that through traffic for the save. 1:38 to go in the penalty and 7:08 to go in the period. We'll set up here for a face-off to the left of Wilkinson. Tigert. Back to Vandermeer at the blue line. Over to Lou. Back to Vandermeer. Down low. Karatzis fires. Toe save by Wilkinson. Sharks want to get to it to get rid of it. McSween gets to it first. Into the corner. It does squeak out over the blue line, but only temporarily. Vandermeer looks to grab it. So does Redden. Karatzis for Brampton does have it, though. Over the blue line. She'll dump it into the corner and around behind the net over to Siska Humphreys. Tigert battling for it. McSween does have it, though, as it rounds that corner. Snyder at the blue line. Out in front, connects. Save by Wilkinson. Rebound available, and another great save by Wilkinson. Play continues. Nicholson to Snyder. Around Redden. Couldn't get the shot off. Now they'll get rid of it. My goodness, what action in front of Wilkinson. Two really solid stops on the penalty kill. Nicholson through center. Picked off by the Sharks and back into the Canadette end. They'll have to double back and regroup. 15 seconds to go in the penalty. So a strong kill by the Sharks. And the Canadetts look to go 0-2 on the power play. Cool trying to work around Nicholson. Doesn't quite work, but the puck does stay down in the end. So Perry can get it out of the penalty box. She comes in, waits, tries the backhand, and somehow Cowan makes the save. To the blue line. Arscott fires. Another save by Cowan and into the corner as their collision took place between Nicholson and Beckett in the slot. They both look okay, but they got up slowly. Dion taking a turn and firing it. Blocker save for Cowan as the Sharks putting on the pressure. Puck sits there in the blue paint again. The Sharks couldn't find it. Beckett tries another avenue on the short side. That doesn't work. Out to Tegan Perry. She'll fly it in, and that finds its home. Perry couldn't find it out of the penalty box, but this time she'll fire, and it looked like it hit something before it finally went into the net. Doesn't matter. It's in the back, and we're all tied up at 1. Tegan Perry had 5 goals in the regular season, 12 assists for a total of 17 points. She was the top defenseman in points this season. Severn for Barrie, coming back at it again. Sharks finding a little bit of life. Fire in. Great save by Cowan. We'll see if Tegan Perry's awarded that goal or an assist. I don't know who would have touched it last, but we'll see. But Tegan Perry very instrumental on that equalizing goal for Barrie. Oh, they gave it to Beckett. She must have gotten a stick on that and tapped it in after Perry put it in on play on the doorstep. Haley Beckett had 18 goals in the regular season. There's going to be another penalty called here. It's going to be for cross-checking. That's going to go against Stewart. Beckett had 18 goals and 15 assists in the regular season for a total of 33 points, and that is the top point getter of the Barrie Sharks. 4 minutes remaining in the second period. And the Sharks are sitting for 2 more minutes. So another power play opportunity for the Canadetts. Down for Karatzis. She'll fire it in, and Amelia Wilkinson finds that. Just 8 seconds gone. Quick moving second period. Rutledge versus Karatzis. Canadetts have it after that. Lou. Back to Vandermeer. Down low for Karatzis. Out in front. Rutledge finds it but couldn't get rid of it. Back to Karatzis on the near side. Vandermeer at the blue line. Over to Lou. Karatzis trying to feed it over to McSween. Sword fighting going on here in front. Siska Humphreys tries to get to it. McSween will backhand it though. Tigert trying to relay it, doesn't work, and now Bryn Rutledge is going to lift and get rid of it. McLaren manhandled there at the blue line. She'll go off. Pass up to Tigert. Being chased by Sonia Mehta. McSween trying to feed out in front for Karatzis, but she's pushed off and into the corner. Karatzis to Lou at the blue line. Over to Nicholson. Nicholson back to Lou. Over to McSween. She'll wait. Tries to connect with Karatzis. She's pushed off it and didn't see the pass. Nicholson. Over to Karatzis again. Over to McSween out in front. And Karatzis not close enough to bank it in the empty net as Wilkinson was pulled out of her crease. Karatzis again to the far side for McSween. Tries a gentle backhand to Tigert, but she was tied up by Megan Houle. Tigert makes a circle. Leaves it for Nicholson. Nicholson over to Snyder. Nicholson again fires it in, and that's deflected into the plexiglass. 5 seconds remaining in the penalty. Canadetts coming close. Stewart steps to the ice, so 0 for 3 on the power play for Brampton. Snyder will wind and fire. And this time it finally connects with Karatzis. She'll tap it in just as the power play expires, so that will be an even strength goal for number 9, Riley Karatzis. Strong penalty kill. They were just going round and round, passing around, trying to connect with Karatzis on the short end on the near side corner, and it finally worked. 1:50 remaining in the second, and the Canadetts have restored their 1-goal lead. McSween and Snyder with those assists on that goal by Karatzis. Here comes Redden. Fire in. Misses on the short side. Urbach trying the backhand. Cowan putting the seal on that post. Austin catches it. Backhands it into the corner. Ruby Mitchell through center. Last minute of play here in the second period. Hands it off to Redden. Misses on the far side goalpost. The last time that these two teams squared off was back in January. Obviously, both teams playing different levels since then. The Barrie Sharks do have 3 call-ups, and I'm trying to determine who's out of the lineup. I believe number 53, Talia Hildebrandt, is out. I have not seen her tonight. Beckett tries to fire. Totally blocked. That was by Lou. Here comes Elliott. Trying to get around and into the slot. Pushed off as time expires here in the second period. So 1-0 after 1. 2-1 after 2. So it looks like Hildebrandt is out. Judkowitz is out. I think that's it for now. I think everybody else I've seen. Shots on goal, 17-15 in favor of Brampton. So close to shots on goal. Brampton's got the edge, though, with a 2-1 lead. We'll get set here for the third period as the Zamboni comes on for one more clearing. And I'm going to roast my vocal cords. Come on back for the third, folks. Welcome back, everybody. We're almost set here for our third and final frame. Just less than 2 minutes remaining here in the intermission, and I'll bring you right back into the rink here. Do appreciate everybody joining the live stream tonight. Certainly happy to have you with me here on a Saturday night. Certainly is an exciting game so far. Close one, 2-1 for Brampton. They've got the edge, but we'll see how the third period works out. Once again, these ladies will be back in action for their championship weekend on Friday evening. Time yet to be announced, as the schedule is not yet final, but I hope you guys can come on down and cheer on your Sharks, and if not, cheer from afar. And then the weekend after that, they've got provincials. All the schedules and stuff will be posted here on the social media, so be on the lookout for all of that and come cheer them on as these girls wrap up their 2023-2024 season. It's been a fun one. I know I've had lots of fun covering these girls way back from August and that first exhibition game in Toronto until now. Looking forward to seeing how these girls do in the postseason, and I'm looking forward to bringing the action again to you next season. Looks like it's going to be Dusome, Beckett, and Sutton to start, as well as Siska and Meta on the D. Karatsis, Elliott, and Howick for Brampton on the forward, and then Nicholson and Snyder on the defense for Brampton. We're set to go for our third and final period underway. Sharks will look to get that equalizer as soon as possible, I'm sure. Beckett trying to be a steal there. Nearly works. Brampton holding on. Snyder will take her time, send it over to Nicholson. Nicholson sending it back to Snyder as Beckett gets in her way. Canadetts will get it out to the neutral zone, and Elliott's going to chase for it. Meta gets to it first. Siska Humphreys behind Wilkinson. Battle on the far side boards. 2 blue, 2 white, and the referee will put a stop to that. Just a minute gone here in the third period. Unusual start time here for these girls on a Saturday. Usually it's a 4:30 start. It's kind of weird being in the building at this hour of the night on a Saturday. Megan Houle off the board, shoots it up to Rutledge, and here she comes with McLaren on her right. Out in front, Mitchell holds on, shoots it towards the net, but there's going to be a penalty called on the play. Another penalty to the Barrie Junior Sharks, this time to Bryce McLaren for a check to the head. Let me see how many minutes. Note 2. Okay. So, fourth power play opportunity for Brampton. Both of Brampton's goals came on even strength, so they're 0 for 3. And the Canadetts haven't been called for any penalties yet tonight, so the Sharks have not had a power play in this contest. Severn tries to push her way forward, but the Canadetts hold on at the blue line. Lou gets her pocket pick, but Vandermeer's there to set her up. Shot in by McSween, and that's a save for Wilkinson, and it will come out to neutral and into the Canadette end. Sharks try to keep it down there, but Lou for Brampton takes over. Around the far side for Dion. Severn comes in to give her a hand. Brampton reclaims possession. Down for Lou. To the point for Vandermeer. Picked off by Larmond. She couldn't clear it out of the zone, but at least it got the Canadetts off their stride as they were cycling that puck around. Brampton taking their time. Down to Lou. Lou to McSween. They'll battle for it in the corner. Canadetts try to get it out in front. To the point again for Vandermeer. Vandermeer to Lou. Lou fires it in. Easy save there for Wilkinson as she steers that to the near side corner. Around the backside there behind Wilkinson and back out to Vandermeer at the blue line. She holds on. Sharks will finally get rid of it as Armand gets her stick on it and sends it down into the Canadette end. 25 seconds remaining in the penalty. So looks to be another good kill by the Sharks. McSween being hampered there by Urbach, but she brings that puck in. Brings it around Wilkinson. 5 seconds remaining in the penalty, and the puck will squeak out down to Cowan. McLaren steps to the ice, penalty over, so 0 for 4 on the power play for Brampton. Stewart back to Arscott. Arscott trying to feed it to Perry, picked off. Snyder tried to pull it in, but they were just offside, so that gets whistled dead. 16:32 remaining in the third period. O'Connor will take this face-off for Brampton against Bryn Rutledge for Barrie. Sharks have got off the draw. Round the backside. And out. Picked up by Bryn Rutledge with some speed over the blue line as she brings it out in front. In! Shot in there by Homick, and what a save by Cowan. Homick just looking up going, how did that not go in? Rebound gifted to her right in front in the slot, and she couldn't get it in. What a great save by Cowan. Canadetts have it off the face-off. Garbett trying to get it out. It does come out to the neutral zone. Turned around. Okay. If this looks like I think it does, Jordan Redding draws a penalty, and it's going to be the first time that the Sharks will go on the power play as number 9, Riley Karatsas, is called. Let's see if the Sharks can get an equalizer here on the player advantage. Puck finds its way right towards the crease, and Cowan puts a stop to that quickly. Sutton versus McSween. Sharks win the draw to the blue line. Down for Dion. Over to Tegan Perry. Beckett waiting for a pass. Dion gets it first. Deflection nearly worked. Beckett tries to feed it back to the blue line. Doesn't work. Gets back to the blue line now. Perry down to Dion. Dion down to the corner where Sutton will find it. Can't see a lane. Back to Dion. Tegan Perry at the blue line. Through traffic. Rebound there. Cowan's got it again. She's having a great game. Shots on goal are really close. Cowan seems to be the busier one as of lately, though. And she's made some really good stops after being hammered with shots. Tegan Perry waits to find a clear lane. Back to Dion at the point. Back to Perry. Perry will wait. Down to Beckett. Beckett will come in and fire. And somehow Cowan sees that through a crowd. Minute 4 left in the penalty to Karatsas. 15:05 remaining in the third period. Brampton Canadetts up by 1. Howick versus Larmond. Sharks have it. Sonia Meta to Siska Humphreys. Wow, another stoppage in play here. Another penalty being called. Looks like 2 are going. Let's see what the call is. He's pointing. Roughing. Two number 9s, so May Severn and... No, not 2 number 9s. May Severn and Howick, so it'll still be a 5-on-4 with those 2 penalties being assessed. They must have been going at it in the crease in front of Cowan. I was looking at the puck and not seeing what was going on in the crease. Stewart fires. Saved there by Cowan. The referee put a stop to that. He wasn't liking what he was seeing, so both girls will sit. 50 seconds remaining in the penalty. A lot of whistles here in this power play for Barrie. Can't quite get settled down and get the puck going. Siska Humphreys fires it in. Oh, just misses on the far side. Nicholson trying to pull it out. Sharks hold on. Bryce McLaren down low. Will take a big lap. Fire. Sits there. Stewart trying to back in the rebound. Cowan sees it. Now without her stick. She's got a hockey stick and not her goalie stick. Fire in. Cowan trying to get her glove on that. Again, that goalie stick was way out in the corner now. Meta. So the stick that she has is only a regular player stick. Not as wide as a goalie stick. Looks like she can collect it now as that puck escapes and comes all the way into the Sharks' end. Penalty has expired, so 0-for-1 on the power play for the Sharks. Crazy action here in the third. Shot in. Pad save by Wilkinson. Here comes Megan Houle through center. Surrounded by 4 white jerseys. Will fire. That goes over the head of Cowan and into the corner. Vandermeer trying to chase, but it goes over her stick. Shot in by Mitchell. Hits a couple of bodies. Stays briefly in the Canadet end, but the Canadetts will get rid of it. Dion getting some good ice time here in the third period, both on the penalty kill and on the power play. Homick's also on the ice. Allie Homick joining us from U18 AA this evening. She gets pushed off as she enters the zone. Williams trying to get it out. Sending it back in. Sharks seem to have a bit of a fire underneath them now since those 2 offsetting penalties were called. Good pick off there by Jordan Redden. Rutledge coming in to give her a hand. Into the slot for McLaren, she fires, but it misses on the near side and goes behind Cowan. Perry trying the backhand, doesn't work. Puck sits. Garbett for Brampton, though, will get it out. Picked up by Tegan Perry and passed right back to Bryce McLaren. Pass meant for Tegan Perry, picked off by O'Connor. All the way down, no icing called. Morgan R. Scott gets to it first. Sends it back to Tegan Perry. Out to Redden. Sharks regrouping in their own end into the neutral zone. Into the corner. They'll battle for it. Brampton comes away with it. That's Tigert. Doesn't get too far. Sharks trying to hold on to that puck in the Canadette end. Siska Humphreys putting it in on target. Kick to the side by a white player. Sharks still cycling it around, and it comes out. Howick with some steam gets to that puck and holds on. Sends it back to Tigert. Puck deflected into the corner. Up to Haley Beckett. She'll come back in and fire again. Blocker save. Another shot in by Dusome. Still can't meet the target. Sharks pull away from the far side boards. Beckett, gas, goes to the bench. Mitchell holds on, sent it right back into play. Lorman couldn't catch up to it to get a shot in, though. She's got it now. Tries to pull it to center. Right in front of the crease. Cowan trying to get a glove on it. Puck bouncing around like a pinball. Comes out. Here's Tigert. Here's Kate Stewart now. In the blue line. Through a sea of white. Makes a shot and Cowan's got it. 10:15 to go in the third period in this 2-1 tight matchup between the Barrie Junior Sharks and the visiting Brampton Junior Canadetts. Again, the Canadetts finishing in 17th place, just out of 16th, which means they will play in the Bronze League Championship, just missing the silver by a few points. Looks like timeout's been called. I didn't see who called the timeout. My guess is Barrie. Sharks are going to want to get an equalizer here quickly, but it's been a great back and forth game between these two teams. Sharks did have the advantage during the regular season as they won both their games against the Brampton Junior Canadetts by the same score, 3-1. Canadetts seem to have the edge on them so far in this contest. Sharks battling away. Let's see if they can't get a tying goal here soon. Puck will escape and will come all the way down into the Sharks' end, and that will be icing against the Canadetts. .10:06 on the clock. Rutledge in for the face-off. McSween is their opponent, won by the Canadetts. Howick with some steam, trying to get it out of the Canada end, and she's successful. Lands on Arscott's stick, who tries to feed it back to Megan Houle. Houle, back to Arscott. She'll backhand it to Perry. Perry trying to send it forward to Houle, deflected by a couple of Canadette sticks, so it does not meet the designated player. Canadetts bringing out of their own end and through the neutral zone. Sharks trying to come back the other way. McSween doesn't get too far, but she's got the puck again. She's got Gowing on her right, but couldn't feed it to her. Out in front, Stewart trying to feed it over to Severn, and she loses an edge. Nobody around her. Or she may have been off to the races. Snyder sending it down. Puck will lift and come all the way down into the Canadette end, where Stewart will chase it. She'll get to it. Lou for Brampton getting in on the action. Meta at the blue line fires it in. That misses on the short side goalpost. Puck comes all the way back. And that will be icing against the Canadetts with 8:46 remaining in the third period. 2-1 Brampton Canadetts. Herbuck off the draw. Back to the line for Meta. She'll fire it in, but Cowan has got that. Face off on the far side corner there to the right of Cowan. It's going to be Herbuck versus Karatzis. They faced off several times against each other in this contest. Sharks trying to cycle that puck around and get a shot, and Canadetts taking over behind their net. Tigert had it momentarily, loses it. Siska Humphreys for Barrie. Sends it up to the neutral zone. Here's Olivia Urbach over the blue line. Tries to feed it to Homick. She couldn't find it to get a shot off. She came close, though. Over to Mitchell at the blue line. She'll wait. Feeds it down to Urbach, but it doesn't get all the way to her as Karatsas got in the way. Sharks coming close to connecting. Lou feeding it forward to Karatsas, who seems to be a thorn in Barrie's side in this game. Dion pushes her off the puck and back into the Barrie end. Holding in the neutral zone. Here comes Aaliyah Sutton. Fire. Blocker save for Cowan, who's been seeing everything clearly in this game. Over to Dusom. She's held up. Canadetts take over. This is Taylor Elliott. All the way down. Couldn't hold on. Aaliyah Sutton from behind her own net. Beckett trying to feed it to Dusom. Beckett at again. Doesn't get too far. Dusom dump it into the Canadet end. Nicholson. Down for her D partner, Snyder. Back to Nicholson in the far side corner. McSween gets around McLaren, but she grabs that puck after it goes by her. Just can't hang on to it for too long. Here's Bryce McLaren. Gets around Vandermeer, but couldn't hold on. Gowan getting in the way. Tegan Perry over the blue line. Sharks just trying to put on the pressure, but every opportunity they get, they're pushed backwards by the Canadetts. So the Canadetts, as I said, a team that finished in 17th place of 20 teams versus Barrie's 7th place. 10 standings separating the two, and this has been a tight game. You just never know when the hockey games are played. But that's what makes it exciting. I mean, if you could predict the ending of the game, what's the point in watching, right? That's why we watch, for the fun of it, and for the sport of it, and for the unpredictability of it. Here comes Larmont, but she comes in on the offside. I mean, seriously, where would we be without our sports? We look forward to it every day. We look forward to our hockey teams and our baseball teams, and nothing ever goes as planned. And you don't want it to, otherwise what's the point in watching, is the point I was trying to make. Icing call there against the Sharks, so we'll have a face-off here back in the Sharks set. Although my husband might think I'm a bit crazy in all the sports that I watch, because he doesn't watch any. Don't ask me why he doesn't, but he doesn't. O'Connor looks like to have won that draw. Lou holds on, but we're going to have a stoppage in play here because the puck did squeak out over that blue line. I just had a look. You can't make them out because they are like light gray on their white sweaters, but they have the Brampton Canadetts have a hashtag on the bottom of their jerseys that say, "Why not us?" What a great motto. Why not us? Redden connects. Couldn't get the full shot. Urbach does, but sails over the crossbar. I like the idea of putting a hashtag on your jerseys. Why not? Why not? Shot in. What a great toe save there by Cowan at the last minute. She had nearly no opportunity to see that coming in, and she manages to push that toe out for a great save because that was clearly on the way in. Perry fires. Another great save there by Cowan, who's just been solid between the pipes in this game. Sharks definitely have put a lot of pressure on this Canadet team. I'm sure the shots on goal very much in favor of the Sharks in this third period. Beckett tries to get that puck in the corner. Comes out to the blue line for Morgan Arscott. She puts it in on play, misses on the far side. Perry can't hold on. Puck stays in the Canadette end. Sharks try to get out in front. Dusom waiting. Beckett fires a shot as that puck just came into the slot, and another great save by Cowan. Tigert running away with the puck, makes a shot, misses up and over on the right side of Wilkinson. Karatzis back to the blue line for Vandermeer. In comes Gowing, tries to weave around three blue sweaters. She gets around two, but held up at the third. Aaliyah Sutton trying to get her stick onto it. Sharks now have it. Arscott down low. Back to Vandermeer as we approach the 3-minute remaining mark in the third period. Keep an eye on Wilkinson. We'll see if they pull her. They may or may not. It is an exhibition game. Shot in on the near side. Picked off by Megan Houle. Austin trying to get in her way. Shot right into Cowan. She gloves that down. 2:37 on the clock. Larmond will take the face off here versus McSween. They'll battle for it at the blue line for Siska Humphreys. Great block there by Tigert. Wilkinson still remaining between the pipes on the Sharks' end. They may look to pull her or they may not. Here's McSween for the Canadetts. Doesn't hang on to that puck for long. Sharks take over. Sonia Mehta over to May Severn, but she does get there. Not fast enough, though. Stewart loses it in her skate. She makes a couple of pirouettes and finally finds it. Back to Sonia Mehta. Pass meant for Larmond. Couldn't hold on as it rolls off the edge of her stick. 90 seconds remaining in the third. Off the boards. Battle for it down low. Dusom following it into Canada end. Trying to stick with it. Beckett now has it in the far side corner. Here comes Dion. Wilkinson now on the bench. Empty net. Sutton trying to battle for that puck. Mitchell trying to hold on. Puck escapes. Gowing has an opportunity. Nope, she's held off by Dion. Last minute of play. Mitchell over to Beckett. Beckett will send it up to Sutton. She finds it over the blue line. She'll make a turn. Gives it to Dusom and she fires. Another great pad save again by Cowan. Dion still with it. Trying to get it towards the net. Beckett, far side corner. Feeds it back the blue line for Dion. Down to Mitchell. She'll wait. Back to the point for Larmond. For Dion. Beckett will fire through the blue and into the corner. Penalty coming to Brampton. .3 seconds to go in the third. And the captain of the Canadetts, number 71 Nicholson, is going to get called for the cross check. So, Wilkinson's out of the net. Power play opportunity for Barrie, and timeout has been called. 6-on-4 advantage. Let's see if the Sharks can draw up a plan and send this game home with a tie. It's been a fun, even match to watch back and forth. Cowan's been incredible in that. Wilkinson, not nearly as busy, but has made some great saves when she's needed to. It's only a 2-1 game. So, 21.3 seconds. Player advantage and an empty net for Barrie. So 6 on 4. With the 21.3 seconds remaining in this third period, let's see what the Sharks can do. Sutton, McLaren, Beckett, Severn, Dion, and Perry are out for Barrie. Dion, over to Perry. Down low for Beckett. Beckett looks, fires it in. Tries to connect with Severn out in front. Beckett tries again on the short side. Sharks try to whack away on it. Whistle called. Just 6.2 seconds remaining. Temper is getting a little heated under the hockey helmet. Sutton to take the face-off against Karatzis. Sutton tries the backhand, fires it in. Cowan with the save. Some extracurricular whacking away with the hockey stick, and the refs are going to put a stop to that. That will negate at least the one player advantage. Wilkinson's still on the bench, but there's still 2.8 seconds remaining. Got the penalty on the wrong side of the board, but you guys can't see that. So Wilkinson back in net. 4 on 4. Remaining couple of seconds. And that's how this one's going to end. A 2-1 win for the Brampton Canadetts, and well earned. The Sharks really gave them a lot of challenges in that game. Cowan, what a stellar time in net for her. Some excellent saves. Final shots on goal. Barrie 33, Brampton 20. So as I speculated, heavy shots on goal for the Barrie Sharks in that third period. They just couldn't solve Cowan. Cowan was making some great saves in that third period. Well, it's kind of a bittersweet moment. This is my final live stream here from the Shark Tank this season. Period. No more. Sharks will head off to championship weekend as they fight for some supremacy in the Gold League Championship, and the Brampton Junior Canadetts will go off to championship weekend actually ranked first for the Bronze League Championship. Both teams looking forward to that. And then right after next weekend, the Barrie Junior Sharks will head off to provincials. So for one final time for the Shark Tank, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining the live stream tonight and all season. I look forward to bringing you more next season. It's been fun. I'll say goodnight from the Shark Tank. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, keep the faith. I'll see you again soon. Good night.